Good afternoon. Welcome back to casa.texpina. Today is generator delivery day. So our generator has been gone through a little testing. Had the components replaced. You can get out of the sun here for a second. There we go. Had some components replaced on the inside, and they're now looking at putting it back in place. So let's watch these guys as they go through the process, and let's get started. So one of the fortunate things that our generator provider has, our generator vendor, is this crane on the back of the truck. So they should be able to help put it in place with only 2 people. So the guy on the outside directing traffic, doing the controls, and the one on the inside helping to maneuver it where it needs to go. So let's hope the controller has a delicate touch. We're no longer under construction, so we're going to look at trying to move it around, come around this way, and up into where the generator was sitting at prior. So it is going back to the previous location right here. So we'll clear this out, get it ready to go, and then they'll connect it all back up and get it operational again. All right, while they're still working on a little bit of maneuvering, we can give you guys a little bit of an update. Some of you were asking about how the grass is going. Grass is coming along very nicely. The little 4-legged alarms are going off. But yeah, most of the grass is starting to come in. We do still have quite a bit of dry spots here in the back because the sun is out on this all day. And as you can tell, our work going down through the boxes is cut down considerably. We can actually see the back porch now. So we figure by the end of the week we'll be out of boxes, and probably still another week or 2, and we'll have everything kind of organized on the inside. So we've got the major pieces of furniture already constructed inside. We still have a couple of small pieces to put together, such as the beds in the 2 guest rooms. But yeah, the rest of it's coming together slowly. It is only just Miss Emie and myself, so we're taking our time doing the unpacking. Don't want to rush it too much. No need to break neck and be in a hurry. It is retirement after all. Okay, so we're worried about the truck being heavy on the sidewalks, because if they put too much pressure on these sidewalks, they'll pop. So okay, so we're working on it. This does look like the same unit that we had before, so. All right, the truck's been repositioned. We have it up off of the bed of the truck, and they are working on moving it around, making sure to stay clear of the low-lying cable underneath. It is not a power cable. It is only a, I believe it's only a cat TV table. Power is up on the top too, way up the top. Fiber line in the center, you barely see right here, and then this is cat TV, cable TV. So looks like we may end up trying to manhandle this a little bit. They're going to set it down and try to wheel it into place. All right. Touchdown. All right, looks like we're going to try and use the crane to the fullest extent and try to move it in this way so that we don't have to manhandle it quite as much. especially since the last time they had to manhandle it. It takes 6 big guys to lift that generator. It may be small in stature, but it is stout. And rightfully so here, Miss Emie is concerned about the wall and the gate and the side of the house, trying to make sure nothing gets damaged. Okay, off we go. How's that? That's the Air Force guys used to say, into the wild blue yonder. Well, it's wild and it's blue. I don't know if it's a yonder or not. Taking a look. We'll be able to get it close, but it's not going. We're going to have to. Okay, so he's going to put it down, move the truck up a little bit, and readjust. Okay, so we got it on the pad. Got the wheel chocks underneath it. Next thing is going to be getting the cord off after he gets the crane out of the way, and then the two professionals here will get back to connecting the cables and the ATS cable, making sure we're all squared away. So next step is reinstalling the wires. Okay, so we're connecting the two leads for the electrical. Once the two leads are connected, he did make sure that the ATS switch over here is in the off position so it doesn't automatically try to turn it on. And then we also brought through the black cable underneath here. This is the auto transfer switch cable. That's the one that allows the generator to talk to the ATS switch right here. So you notice these two have the exact same panel. Right here and right here. The one on the generator is the one that had to be replaced. So apparently testing went well. So if there's a disconnect now and it doesn't do the charging, the next step is to replace the auto transfer switch. But we're keeping our fingers crossed that it's going to be good to go. Back on the front. Okay, so it's all connected. Next thing is the auto transfer switch cable, which is the black one. And that goes right there. Blow on it, make sure there's no dirt. Yeah, all good. Connects right on. Back in the previous career, we used to call this a cannon plug. Okay, now we're all connected. Okay, so the startup is good. Doing the test run before we connected to turn the auto transfer off. So startup is good. Reading over here says output is 229. So that's looking good. 230, that's nominal. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to try the auto transfer switch.
Yeah, turn on.
This is on. Give it a second. There it goes. Everything's zeros as it should be.
Now it's starting.
Nah, now I gotta go. I gotta go turn off the breaker to make this one.
Turn off there?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Right?
Okay, so let's go test this out. We're gonna go turn off the generator breaker, and that will force it to think that the city power has been turned off. So breaker off. Within 10 seconds, the generator over here will automatically start. There it goes. Once it sees it gets up to 230, this one here will sense that it's up to 230 and it will transfer over. No? Okay. Ah. This switch must be on.
Yeah.
Let's try that again.
Okay.
So give it a couple seconds. There's the start. As soon as it comes up to power, senses it, turns it on, we're back in power. We're good. Now the thing that we were always checking was the DC voltage, which is now blinking. This one says it's only at 9.4. That's a problem. So we'll have to take a look at this in the long term, see if it's something that we can be reset. So the technicians were here long enough to get it connected. We tested that it actually worked, and they are leaving. So that wasn't the problem before. The problem before was that it didn't recharge the battery that's underneath. So we're gonna let it run for about 10 minutes to make sure that it's got the juice and everything that it's supposed to have. Then I'm gonna turn it off. Oh, I'm gonna flip the generator, flip the circuit breaker back on to city power. And then it should start charging the battery. That's what it's supposed to do. We'll see. Okay, so we let it run for about 10 to 15 minutes. It did look like it was charging. The volt reading on both the onboard panel and the auto transfer switch panel were increasing very slowly. So we started out, I think it was at 11.2. After about 10 to 15 minutes, it did go back up. We were at about 11.5 by the time it stopped. By the time I stopped it, right now as it's sitting static, it's reading a DC voltage. Y'all probably can't see that. There it goes. DC voltage of 13.0, which is great. So we're gonna keep an eye on this and make sure that it doesn't drop too much too quickly, and see how this goes. Because technically the way this is supposed to work is that the city power does a trickle charge through the ATS to the generator battery, and keeps it charged at a full charge at all times. So we're gonna see how this works out, and anything changes, we'll stop back in and let you know. So as you can see, it's another interesting day here at Casa.texpina. We are making headway with getting boxes unpacked. You can see we're only down to patio furniture here in the garage area, and I already showed you guys the patio on the back. We are starting to get to the point to where we may be able to actually set up the patio furniture. So we're looking at probably the end of the week to be able to do that. Other than that, me and Miss Emie, our daily routine, since we haven't had much rain lately, is watering the yard in the morning and in the evening. Prefer the in the morning, just because it doesn't set up the ground for pests. We have noticed over the last couple weeks that if we water in the evening, we seem to get more, we see little termite trails out close to the fence line, and a lot more ant beds. I have noticed 1 or 2 mole crickets, but very rare. Hopefully we don't see much of those, because those do eat the roots of the grass and weeds and everything else underneath. So you'll end up with these big nasty brown patches. I get enough of those out of the dogs using the bathroom. So we have to go back behind the dogs and make sure to water dilute down the excrements. All right, so you can see the grass is greening up very nicely here. Still working on it up here. It is starting to come together in really good patches. Here, let's take a look. So we got a patch here where the grass is coming together really nice. This is almost carpet. Very thick, very good. We do still have some of these nasty little bugger weeds here and here. We go through and pick those out a little bit at a time, one by one. Use a little pry bar, a little prying tool to get the roots loosened up, and then put them back out, throw them out with the garbage. Other than that, watering as normal. So if y'all enjoyed today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the casa.texpina star right over here and you'll be subscribed. Hit the bell icon just below the view screen. You'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again next time, have a great afternoon and God bless.